When most people hear the words love story, they think about falling in love. The first kiss, the grand gestures, the butterflies. But I've always believed the greatest love stories don't end there. Sometimes the greatest love stories begin 60 years later. Hi, I'm Jeremy, your resident single dad with a soft spot for love stories. Welcome to The Real Romantic, where we review movies from the heart, not the critics. Today we're talking about Still Mine. And before we get into it, I want to remind you of something I say from time to time. This is not a Hallmark channel. It's never been about romantic comedies or happily ever afters. It's about love, any kind of love. The excitement of first love, the heartbreak of lost love, the joy of finding your person. And sometimes, the quiet beauty of loving someone for an entire lifetime.
What do you think would have happened to us if we'd never met?
Oh, we probably would have found someone else.
You think?
No.
We spend so much time celebrating the beginning of relationships that we rarely stop to celebrate what comes after. The decades, the sacrifices, the ordinary days, the hospital visits, the caregiving. Choosing the same person over and over again, even when life becomes unimaginably difficult. That's what Still Mine is about. And honestly, I think that's one of the most important love stories you can tell.
How'd the checkup go?
Clean bill of health for both of us.
Doctor didn't say anything about her memory?
I forgot to ask him.
For two people who still love each other.
We've already been through 3 cords of wood this winter, barely keeping this place warm.
And for a man who's still fiercely independent.
I was thinking of building us something smaller, more manageable.
We don't have the money.
The only thing he wants
If I did the work myself, we could afford it.
is to do what's best for her.
The movie follows Craig and Irene Morrison, a couple who have spent more than 60 years building a life together. As Irene's health begins to decline, Craig decides to build her a new home where she can live more safely and comfortably. It sounds simple enough. But what begins as an act of love quickly turns into a battle with permits, inspections, and building regulations that threaten to stop the project before it's finished. On paper, it almost sounds like a movie about construction. It isn't. It's about the lengths one man is willing to go to so the woman he loves can spend her remaining years in comfort, dignity, and have independence.
You want to do this, old man?
Age is just an abstraction, not a straitjacket.
You definitely need a permit.
Why would I need a permit? This is my land.
I'll just need to see your plans.
I don't have any plans.
Well, how are you going to build a house without any plans?
The way I've been doing it all my life.
I'll admit, this movie's a little unique for me. As someone who works in code enforcement, it's fascinating to see the building code side of the story play out on screen. There were even a few moments where I caught myself thinking, well, technically the inspector has a point. That was probably the code official in me talking. But what I appreciated is that the movie never really felt like it was about building codes. It was about what happens when compassion and regulations collide. And those situations are rarely as simple as either side wants them to be. And what stayed with me, though, wasn't the construction. It wasn't the legal battle. It was watching a husband, after more than 60 years of marriage, still look at his wife like she was the most important person in the world. That's love. Not the butterflies, not the first date, not the dramatic declaration, but the showing up, the caregiving, the fear, the exhaustion, the willingness to sacrifice your own comfort just to make someone else's life a little bit better. As a single dad, I spend a lot of time thinking about what kind of man I want to be. And movies like this remind me that love isn't measured by the promises we make. It's measured by the ones we keep.
Mr. Morrison, there are a number of building code violations.
You're telling me that my material is substandard?
There is zero leeway on this. Deal with the violations, or I will bulldoze this place.
Is that a threat?
No, it's the law.
So, who's this one for? If you love true stories, movies about lifelong commitment, stories that celebrate marriage instead of just romance, or films that quietly remind you what love really looks like, Still Mine deserves a place on your watch list.
When did we become a country of bureaucrats?
It's been obvious for a while now that Mama's getting worse.
You think I'm not aware of that? That's why I'm building the house.
What if I forget everything?
You'll still be my Irene.
Promise.
Never broken a promise to you yet.
You understand you're going to have to appear at court?
I certainly do.
Have you seen the Telegraph Journal yet today?
Oh, why?
Well, your father made the front page.
On the real romantic scale, Still Mine earns a single tissue cry. Not because it's trying to make you cry, but because it quietly reminds you what real love can look like after 60 plus years. And I don't think we tell enough stories like that.
I'm worried that our luck's beginning to run out.
Do you understand that you could go to jail?
Academy Award nominee James Cromwell and Academy Award nominee Geneviève Bujold.
Either I'm going to jail or I'm going home.
Still Mine.
I love you.
Thanks for watching The Real Romantic, where we review movies from the heart, not the critics. Have you seen Still Mine yet? Did the story of Craig and Irene resonate with you the way it did with me? Drop your thoughts and your favorite movies about lifelong love in the comments below. And until next time, here's to the love that grows quietly, the promises that last a lifetime, and the people who keep choosing each other day after day.